Hey, this is Daniel, and this is a quick demo of the stochastic texture example in the pymax examples folder. Here I have my Python module called pymax stochastic texture, and here I have the max patch with the same name. So these work together. And I'm going to be playing everything through my pigment synthesizer with a cool sound. So this basically makes a texture, kind of like an interesting pad. And here's how it works. You can see my stochastic texture object. I've got a couple helper functions here just to help me find pitches and map things to the right values. I've got my stochastic texture object where I've got a bunch of different types of data, mean and standard deviation of several different parameters, the inter-onset time, the duration of the notes, the pitch, the volume. I've also got a pitch field that I can set to get different harmonic behavior. I've got a few functions for setting these things, which basically sets the different parameters by finding just a value of random value. And then here I have my generator, which plays them back, and it just takes the different parameters from my texture object and puts them into a note, the list format that can be played back through PyNote over here. Not a lot of code, mostly just setting stuff and mapping things to the right parameters. So it's actually running already, so I can go ahead and set it. So I'll start by setting it. These are the pitch classes for basically a C pentatonic, major pentatonic scale. I'll set it at 60, and I'll start it. So with these black squares, you can see this square is for the inter-onset times, this square is for the pitches, this square is for the volumes, and this square is for the duration. And the X value, the horizontal value on each of these squares, represents the standard deviation, that is the variance in the values, and the Y value represents the mean. So you can see here by changing the on time to something with a high mean and a high variance, then it's pretty slow and it's pretty irregular. We can make it faster by reducing the mean, but it's still irregular. If we reduce the variance, it's fast and regular. So a good way to see how these mean and variance squares work is by moving around the outsides of the squares. That's really fast and really regular, slow and regular, slow and irregular, fast and irregular. And we can be just in the middle here. We'll have something in between. Well, this isn't very exciting unless we change some other parameters. So I'll set the duration, I'll set the volume, and the pitch, which will be more interesting. Make it a little faster. You can bring the pitch down. Pitch up, make it more regular. You can change the harmonies. Whole tone. change the durations to get different attacks. Or not different attacks, but different durations. Which kind of affects the attacks in this particular synthesizer patch. So, stochastic texture.